forever quote. My president is black, my Lambo's blue.
Greetings and salutations. You're listening to Certainly Cynical. This is episode 11.
You don't even know the episode.
So shut the fuck up. I'm doing the intro. I'm your host, John. To the right of me, I have Michael So High McFly. Across from me, I have Bruno. How was everyone's week? It was good?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Great.
Cool. You could say it was pretty chill.
Yeah, you look like your eyes can't fucking open. You have Bruno's eyes right now.
I don't appreciate that comment.
Oh man. Shit. Why does it feel like it's been forever since we last recorded?
I think it was.
Is that me?
I don't know, but I've been looking forward to doing the podcast.
Me too. You know who else looks forward to doing the podcast? Michael. But you know what we don't look forward to? When you take 2 fucking days to put this up and have our listeners patiently waiting. Like, how come these motherfuckers aren't putting it up? Because they have people hitting me up saying, what's taking so long for the podcast? We have people
waiting. We have people on hold. Like, how could you be so selfish?
I had a party, man.
So a party is more important than you guys, the listeners.
This is what our producers say.
Hey! I don't get paid for this shit.
At the CC sound guy.
Let him know how a fuck job of he's doing. Certainly.
Like I said, I don't get paid for this.
You
shit,
get paid. You're gonna get paid eventually.
I guess
you're gonna get paid eventually.
Well,
right?
God willing.
Yes. So last weekend was great. I think we closed off last episode with talking about football. Our predictions for football. I think we were both 3 or 4 for our predictions.
Yeah, because you guessed the Chiefs game wrong, and I guessed the Falcons game wrong.
Exactly. So
we're exactly split, but on different games.
So just as a recap, Atlanta beat Seattle, and then Future sent. Wait, I don't know if you read this, but Future, because Future was with Sierra, and then now she's with Westbrook.
All right.
So he sent his son, future son, like a bunch of Matt Ryan jerseys.
Oh wow! Wilson did this?
No, Future did this.
Oh, okay.
Because Sierra has the baby, so he sent him a bunch of Matt Ryan jerseys. So I thought that was petty. For it.
That's a good word.
Who else? The Steelers. Steelers beat Kansas.
Your Patriots.
They were gonna win. By the way, they were gonna win. I think their offensive lineman had a holding. I don't know if you ever saw that. I didn't know if you saw that game. And I was.
But like one penalty.
And they were about to tie the game.
Like so it's a call or it's a missed call, like whatever you want to say, right? But I mean, they had the whole game to win. Like, why did it have to come down to like that?
The
one
last
call
second,
that
I guess.
That up?
I guess.
So
as predicted, the Packers beat the Cowboys.
Not too happy about that.
Yeah, but it's Aaron Rodgers. I told you that was gonna happen.
That was a great game.
I mean, you guys had a good run to begin with, so
there's nothing to be Cowboy fan. Don't be disappointed. This was definitely a good season for you guys.
If you were to tell me in August that we would be going to the divisional game as the number 1 seed in the NFC, like I would have said
you would laugh in your absolutely. So big things are gonna happen for both Dak and Zeke. Yeah. So.
It was a very
I will definitely be picking up
disappointing
Zeke.
L.
I will definitely be picking up Zeke
on my fantasy football
for fantasy next season.
I don't know why you didn't this year.
Definitely. I don't know.
Dak fell through the cracks.
I slept. No, because I picked Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
That's like the one exception.
Exactly. So and then of course Saturday night I got off work. Me and Mike went to our favorite place and hanged out with a couple buddies, and we were watching the Patriots game. On the way there, Patriots were slacking a little bit. I was a little bit worried.
Brady was a
little bit slow,
picks.
and I was like, "What the fuck's going on? I'm gonna need you to turn up." After second half, back in motion. What was the score? 38-13?
Yeah.
38-13.
Damn. 38-13? Who were you guys playing against again?
The Texans.
The Texans.
The Texans. So.
Damn. Oh, well, that's...
classic Patriots.
Well.
We're not worried about that.
Who you guys go up against now? Don't you guys going up against Atlanta?
We go against Steelers.
Oh, Steelers. Who gets Atlanta?
Well,
Packers, right?
Packers.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
34-16 was the Patriots-Texans score.
34-16. Okay. So, yeah.
But Osweiler was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say?
I would say
I
you
knew
get
that.
what you pay for, but I really don't feel like they're getting everything from their $72 million
Well,
man.
you know what? To be honest with you, I am, as a Patriots fan, I'm very nervous for this weekend's game.
Well, you should be.
We have the 3 Bs on the Steelers.
The 4 Bs now.
Fucking, what's the
Boswell.
kicker's name?
Chris Boswell.
That's his name?
Yeah, Boswell.
Did you see it, his little, his post-game interview?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't deserve to be
He
on
like
there.
crapped on
I just
himself.
I just want to kick the ball and do my job and get out of there. That was a good answer. I like the answer.
Honesty.
But the 3 Bs on the Steelers, if you don't know, Big Ben obviously, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. I don't know if there's anyone who can catch up with Antonio Brown.
What do you mean?
Whoever is going for
Like
Patriots
to
defense.
cover. I thought you meant like
just
all-time
like, for covering.
receivers.
No, just
it's like
covering.
it's a little too early for that.
No.
but-
Just talking about covering. I don't know anyone in the Patriots defense.
Well, they have that rookie corner, Artie Burns. So maybe, I mean, he could just use his speed to keep up with him. But he's lucky. I'll tell you, Antonio Brown is lucky that he didn't get suspended.
For the
Did you see the video that he
the
took?
Facebook video? I
Right,
heard
he-
about it, but I didn't really know.
He basically he put like a hot mic camera all the way in the back of the locker room when Tomlin was giving the post game speech against the Chiefs.
Okay.
And basically, like, I didn't think it was that bad what he said. I mean, it's nothing that you don't hear or say in the locker room. It's put it like this: it's not as bad
Locker
as
room
Trump's
talk?
locker room
Locker room talk.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's not as bad as our president's
Right.
locker room talk.
That's
but,
different locker room talk.
But they were basically calling the Patriots a bunch of assholes. You know, they just referred to them as like they weren't like the Patriots. They weren't next week's opponents. They were the assholes.
The shits. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's locker room. You know, I'm gonna say that to any team that I'm
Right.
facing against.
But the
They
problem
know
that they had was that Antonio Brown basically took like a hot camera and then recorded Tomlin during the speech.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like backstage. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
backstage.
you know what?
Can't do
I'm
that.
not feeling this. I'm not feeling this whole recording while you're not knowing. Remember the situation
I was going to
with
say what was his
D'Angelo
name?
Russell?
D'Angelo Russell and Nick Young.
I would have to catch. You're gonna have to shoot the 5 with me, D'Angelo. You're not recording me without knowing. I'm gonna have to fight about that. But yeah, I'm nervous.
He took a Facebook Live.
Yeah,
video.
but I'm nervous. To go back. I'm nervous. About this weekend's game.
Well, it's the championship.
Yeah. What about Atlanta and Packers? How do we feel?
Packers.
Packers.
I say
Yeah,
Falcons.
I feel Falcons. Really?
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch, man.
Did you see what they did to Seattle last week? I mean, Seattle's not great this year, but
Seattle's not great ever since Russell married Sierra.
is that it? Is that what it is? She's like the Kim Kardashian
cursed.
now.
No, she's been cursed.
Really?
Because when she was with Future, his
tanked.
music fucking sucked. As soon as he left her,
Blew up again.
Dirty Sprite 2, the best selling album.
Well, it was like dumping the Kardashian. Reggie Bush like ran for 1,000 yards.
And-
Miles Austin had a
And
great
when he was with
couple of years.
when he was with her, he was shit.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Miles
he was
Austin,
getting hurt.
same thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't he with wasn't
He
she
was
with
the
Dez?
Cowboys.
She wasn't with Dez? No. Oh yeah,
Miles
you're right.
Austin.
Yeah, Miles Austin.
And then Chris Humphries.
Oh, he's still no.
he
Actually,
picked
he's,
up though.
he's picked up. He's in the Wizards now, right?
I think so. Last time I checked.
Yeah, I think he was in the Nets. Then he
Because
moved
at the
to
time he
Wizards.
was in the Nets, and then
He was at
then
the
they traded him
Celtics.
to the Celtics.
Yeah, but last
And
time I
now
saw
he's with
him, I think he
Washington.
was in Washington. Okay, yeah. So everyone
So his
afterwards,
career is. I mean, that's
they
not great,
glowed up.
but
Yeah, they glowed up. Hey, you rather do that, or you rather be having 10-day contracts like Quincy AC?
They signed him to like how many 10-day contracts in a row?
This is gonna be his second 10-day contract.
Really?
Yeah.
For who?
Quincy AC, Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, the Nets. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know that he kept like re-signing them with the Knicks.
Yeah. You know what? Before we go into basketball, quick question to you boys. Top 5 quarterbacks of right now, not all time.
You know I can't do that.
That's fine. Mike,
Of all time,
not of all time,
or just
right now that we've seen.
I would kind of need a list, but I would say right now ranked.
On the top of your head.
Sure.
Off the top of your head.
All right. 5.
Why'd you put them on the spot
I can
like
do this. I can do this. Yeah, I can. Do this.
I just need one more. All right, number 5, Roethlisberger. 4.
Putting Ben 5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
4 Breeze after the season that he just had. 5
Okay.
Another 5,000 yard season.
Okay.
Even though the team was crap,
Yeah.
he was still good. 3, Ryan, the Falcons guy, right? I think he's going to do pretty good, and he's probably going to shred the Packers D. 2, Brady.
I know you didn't want to put that man on 1. You'll never put that man on 1.
Are you talking right now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, definitely Brady 2. And then number 1 is Rodgers. They've been on a tear ever since he made the prediction around the table.
But before they were shit. Not shit,
What's
but
your
he
point?
wasn't playing.
Yes, he was playing, but he wasn't playing well.
He wasn't playing Aaron Rodgers.
Well.
He was Aaron Rodgers, but he wasn't.
Well,
Aaron
that's
Rodgers.
it. But that's how Brady started. Brady started the season very good, but after last week, he looked pretty bad, right? So as of right now,
you put him up with Brady on number 1, dog. You're not gonna disrespect Brady.
all right, who's your top 5?
It's gonna be Brady number 1, Rodgers number 2. I'll put Matt Ryan 3. 4, I'll put Ben. 5, I'll put
Thought you said you had it.
Breeze, Newton,
No, I'm gonna put.
Dak.
I'm not putting Newton. Newton got it. I'll put Dak.
Russell.
No, fuck Russell. Fuck Russell. Dak.
Dak.
Yeah. Now, going into basketball,
Oh shit.
did you happen to see? Oh, you didn't see Warriors and Thunder, did you?
No, I didn't.
The fucking shit that Zaza pulled, fucking hard foul on Russell.
Really?
Then he did the fucking Allen eye step over. And
There's been a lot of guys doing that recently. Like a lot of guys have picked up on that.
And Russell was gonna tear that ass. Oh, a post game interview. He's like, I don't play with that shit. He gonna get his. I said, oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait for All Star, man. All Star is gonna be great. You're gonna get. I'm hoping Zaza is gonna be voted now because then they have to play with each other in the
Really?
All Star team. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I think Russell quadruple doubled.
What do you mean? Oh, in the game?
Like 30-something points.
Really?
I forgot how many steals, how many blocks, and like 10 turnovers.
Well, he's averaging a triple double now.
And 10 turnovers.
Oh my gosh.
So
Not the quadruple double you want.
yeah. But the reason why I was saying sports, or not sports, but basketball, the fucking Knicks.
I kind of didn't want to do this, honestly.
No.
But
Why is
You
it
feel-
every single episode you just have to say something about the Knicks, but it's always depressing.
because that's how it is now.
Because we lost
This is
to Philly.
This is their
This
way
is
of life now.
Because we lost to Philly again.
I
Last
mean-
week I said we lost to Philly.
I mean,
John's-
John. At this
This week we
point,
lost to
why do
Philly.
you expect nothing?
No.
John,
No.
go ahead right now. Channel
don't
your
want
inner
this.
Stephen A. Go ahead.
Hey, Philip. If you're listening, I'm talking to Phil Jackson. You need to go. Bounce. Bye-bye. Adios. All right? I'm tired of this bullshit. I can't even blame Carmelo this time.
I kind of can.
I can't even blame Carmelo this time.
Melo,
Because-
he's always stirring. There's always controversy with
The
him.
problem is
Melodrama.
the problem. Ha ha! Let me slap my knee for that one, boy. That was great.
And that's not that's not original, but
God, I wish I could mute your mic when I wanted to.
Listen. The instructions come down from the top. Yes, can we agree?
Yeah.
That's how it works in sports.
Yeah.
right.
So if there are 8 new players on the team and they still suck ass, are we blaming the 8 new players or are we blaming the people in charge?
well, you got to create a chemistry.
But how do you create that fucking chemistry if you're playing half court
when you
ball?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
And this is fucking Phil
they,
Jackson.
but like for
still
years,
think he's playing in the 80s and the 90s.
For years, they've never had like a consistent roster. Like if you look at the Knicks from year to year, their team changes so much.
Yes, I understand that.
Whether it's for the good or for the bad. But then they just chop up that team like a year or 2 years later.
Yeah, but it starts with the fucking organization. The whole organization sucks ass. You have people who are willing and capable of doing to play that full court ball. We're not in 90s and 80s basketball anymore, where the average points was an 80-point game, sometime 90. Now you're looking at 100+ points per game from teams.
Yeah.
We're not playing half court ball anymore. These niggas can run. You have power forwards who are fucking playing as guards.
Well, like I'm surprised he's feeling like so out of touch because
he's stubborn.
Wasn't he with the Lakers though not too long ago?
Who? Phil?
When did he win with the Lakers? 09?
With Kobe.
Right, yeah, but like I'm saying,
But he was
recently.
with Kobe. No, when he was coaching when he was with Kobe.
Right.
But he had a Kobe. That Kobe's is a fucking goat. And with Michael's a fucking goat. But you don't have that with this team. You don't have a goat on your team. You can't implement the shit that you were working with before and implementing it now. The time has changed.
Right.
You got these young boys that are running the fucking floor, going like from fucking from east to west on the fucking court, and it's a fast paced game. It's not a slow paced game like it was back then. So we need him gone. I need to see Phil go.
Well, that's what happened with the Cowboys.
And I need to see Hornacek go.
Tom Landry was like that too. Very good defense, right? He was known for, I think it was like he created the 4-3 or something like that. But the thing was that, like through the years, they like nobody could get through the Cowboys. They called it the Doomsday Defense, right? So, but what started to happen was like as offenses changed, like in like the new decade. He refused to adjust his playbook, and he refused to adapt, and eventually, like, the Cowboys went on like a bunch of losing seasons, and they fired him. So it's
Phil
stubborn
gone.
people that just refuse.
And
that
I
they're
need
set in their ways.
gone, and I need someone who's going to take. If we want Melo, because the last time I saw Melo was Phil and Melo were going to meet up to talks about trade. I don't think Melo's going to go anywhere.
Didn't he just sign a pretty big contract with them too?
Yeah, but he's not gonna go anywhere.
Why put the pen on the paper in the first place?
We need someone. We need a coach and an organization who's going to say, Melo, if you're going to be this person, the star, you need to have a good effort on both ends, both offensive and defensive ends. Because his defense, he's James Harden with defense. Maybe not James Harden, but
Harden stepped it up from what I heard.
Yeah, even Harden's playing his ass off. So we need that. I can say where I'm wrong is Porzingis, six God. I was totally wrong when they drafted him. I screamed at my TV.
Oh yeah, he was like our Ezekiel Elliott for us.
I posted. I said, "What the fuck is this?" And he's our Lord and Savior right now. Is Porzingis. So between those two. Between Jennings, because Derrick Rose is on a midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis? The guy's like 30.
Yeah, midlife crisis.
Everybody's getting a midlife crisis now in their 30s.
So, I need organization. I need Phil gone. I need Hornacek gone.
Yeah, and who are you going to put in their place?
I don't know anyone.
Mark Jackson?
Anyone who can fucking... Was that Warriors coach?
Before Steve Kerr.
I'd fucking take him.
You take anybody else but Hornacek at this point.
Mark Jackson wasn't that bad.
No,
Mark Jackson wasn't that bad.
But he couldn't get the Warriors over the hump.
I'm not asking for someone to come in and make them a fucking championship team, but at least a contending team, or at least start. You know what I mean? It's not a build a team workshop where all right, you grab this person, you guys are gonna win a championship. I don't want that.
Right.
Let me get a contending team. Bill Simmons is coming back after All-Star. Watch out for Sixers.
Ben Simmons.
Watch out for Simmons. Watch out for Sixers. Okay. After All-Star, because we're gonna see this kid play. They have Joel Embiid. They have Noah. New Orleans Noel.
No, what did you say? New Orleans.
New Orleans Noel. New Orleans Noel. They have Okafor. I don't know what the fuck Okafor is doing, but is he doing anything?
I think he might be hurt.
Okay, whatever. He's hurt because he's trying to get off the team.
Well, that's how it is. They have a lot of like first round picks
because they're trusting the process.
Because of the what?
They trust the process. That's their little saying.
Oh yeah.
Now, if it was me, if I'm Knicks management, I'd get rid of Melo, get that first round pick that Boston gets, and pick up Marcus Smart and pick up Jay Crowder.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to see like what kind of like free agents are around too this summer, But then again, I mean, like if you get rid of if you get rid of your coach or your GM, chances are you're not going to win the Super Bowl next year.
I don't care. I don't want to win. I just want to be contending.
Or the finals.
I don't want to be dropping where we lose 8 games in a row.
Yeah.
2 of them to the fucking Sixers.
That's good. That's good stuff.
It's frustrating as a basketball fan. It's very frustrating. Speaking of frustrations, your girl Betsy.
Why is she my girl?
She could be your aunt for all I know.
Damn, you could be related. We
Yeah,
don't know.
you could
All
be
you white people
related.
look the same.
So our boy Trump, I saw someone call him Mango Mussolini. I thought that was hilarious. He appoints this lady named Betsy DeVos. Basically a rich lady. She co-founded or she founded
she's
Amway?
the daughter of the co-founder of Amway,
Amway.
which was a pyramid scheme in like the 70s, 80s.
Okay.
Damn.
So we had that going on. Her brother is Eric Prince, who is the founder of Blackwater USA, which is a mercenary group that's no longer existing right now, but it did exist, and it was involved during the Iraq War, where they would send over mercenaries as well as our U.S. troops, and they were involved in civilian casualties in Iraq. This mercenary thing. Some people don't know that we have mercenaries, but we have mercenaries that go over and kind of start shit up or help spread freedom. I'm doing quotation marks like people can see me do the
Yeah, exactly.
air quotation. I'm doing air quotation marks, listeners. Freedom to these countries, which she actually donated a lot of money into. So they kind of like, it's like a cycle. The family kind of like funds itself.
Yeah.
So he gets money off of the profits of the war. She gives money to him, and they share that shit. Betsy DeVos is, I guess I was gonna say but it's our Secretary of Education. Now, some people are thinking,
has she been confirmed that
She's been nominated. So
She's
right
been
now they have
nominated.
to vote.
Not
on
right
that.
now.
she's gonna be a fucking Secretary
Yeah.
of Education. Come on, all those motherfuckers are getting in. Let's be honest.
Chances are, yeah, that
They're-
most
so
of them
they're
will.
all of them
unfortunately.
gonna be in, all right? So she's our Secretary of Education. Now you're probably thinking, well, what's her qualifications, right? Because that's what we do in a job interview. If I'm an interviewer, well, she doesn't have any qualifications.
except for the fact that she's
just rich.
and she's donated.
That's
Her-
it.
her
And she's
only-
donated money to
her-
Trump.
Her only qualification is the $200 million she's invested in the Republican Party.
That and
Actually, they said it was up to like 400 now.
Now
Yeah.
it's 400.
and she's donated, I think, $9 million to Trump, personally to Trump. So
She said that she doesn't know how much over the years, and I think Bernie was the one
Bernie,
that said
Bernie's asked how much has your
400.
family contributed over the years to the Republican Party. She's like, I have no idea. And he's like, I'm pretty sure I heard 200 million
Yeah.
about there. So now it's up to 400.
That's from what I heard.
Rumored to 400.
her
That's-
family,
I mean, still,
her
it's a
family, her
lot.
family are
Her-
rich.
Her family's worth,
rich,
if I'm
rich,
not mistaken,
rich motherfucker.
$15 billion.
Billion, yeah.
$15 billion.
Billion, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, her mom was like an anti LGBT whatever.
Oh, fantastic.
She didn't fuck with LGBT people. LGBT get on her.
Do we just send these people to them?
I'm sure we do. I think I could just call them up. I got them on speed dial. So she has no qualifications. They were interviewing her. I found out that she went to private school, like most people who have a lot of money did.
Mhm.
She's never taken out a student loan, so she doesn't know the struggle.
She's
She-
never had to deal with the financial aid system.
Actually, let's just put it in short. She never struggled like millions
all.
of us Americans, everyday Americans. We are all in our 20s.
Well, that's how a lot of them get their start. They glide their way through.
Yeah,
they have
we're
money to
all
take
in our
care of
20s.
them.
I'm sure most of our listeners who are our age, or if you're younger, then you'll go through the same struggle. If you're older, you're probably still going through paying back those fucking loans. She doesn't believe in loans. She doesn't believe in taking out loans.
That's ridiculous.
She believes you work for it. You go to you work and you pay it off yourself. There is a disability education act
idea.
Yes, that she had no idea.
She didn't
believe in it. She didn't know. This lady, our secretary, I'm about to play something for you guys. She does not know the difference between proficiency and growth. This is Senator Al Franken that's going to be questioning her. I'm going to be playing this for you guys, so give me a sec.
When I first got in the Senate in 2009, I had a roundtable of principals, and one of the principals...
This is Al Franken speaking.
And he said, we think of the NCLB tests as autopsies. And I knew exactly what he meant, because what he was saying is that the students take the tests in late April. If they're lucky, they get them back in late June. The teachers can't use the results to inform their instruction. So I saw that in Minnesota, that in addition to the NCLB test, a lot of schools, majority of schools, were taking a computer adaptive test. A computer test so you get the results right away, and adaptive so that you can measure outside of grade level. And this brings me to the issue of proficiency, which the Senator cited, versus growth. And I would like your views on the relative advantage of measuring, doing assessments, and using them to measure proficiency or to measure growth.
Thank you, Senator, for that question.
This is Betsy DeVos.
I think if I'm understanding your question correctly around proficiency, I would also correlate it to competency and mastery, so that each student is measured according to the advancement that they're making in each subject area.
Well, that's growth. That's not proficiency. So in other words, the growth they're making is in growth. The proficiency is an arbitrary standard.
If they've reached a level, the proficiency is if they've reached a third grade level for reading, etc.
No, I'm talking about the debate between proficiency and growth, and
Yes.
what your thoughts are on them.
God damn it.
Well, I was just asking to clarify then.
Well, this is a subject that is...
So, that's your Secretary of Education, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, is it just me, or isn't the Secretary of Education supposed to maybe have like a master's or
wait.
a PhD in education?
Remember when we were all in school, and the teacher is talking, and she's looking at you while she's talking, and you weren't paying attention, so you're sitting and you have your little thinking face on. You're just like, you're thinking the shit out of something, whatever she is that she's saying, but you're really not listening to what the fuck she's saying, and you have no idea what the teacher's saying. Yeah. This is Betsy DeVos.
That was Betsy DeVos.
That was Betsy DeVos
entire
right
questioning.
there.
She had no fucking idea what was going on.
She's stumbling over her words.
I don't know how old this woman is. I want to say 50, 60?
No, she's in her 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys...
Probably like early 60s.
Fucking people age like milk, man. All right. But listen. At that age, you should know the difference between proficiency and growth. This woman does not know proficiency and growth.
All right, quick definition of proficiency and growth, go.
Do you want the Webster's dictionary?
No, I want just your thing.
Damn.
Oh.
What do you think?
Damn, why you gotta put him on the
Growth.
spot like that?
If we're going to do it in an educational background, because see how this is what you're supposed to be doing. If you don't understand a question, you're going to ask a bunch of questions until you kind of get the answer. So we're basing growth off of an educational background. Okay, so based off of what Al Franken was saying, the growth that you're talking about is going to be throughout the school year. The test, the material that a teacher is going to be giving to students. All right, they obviously get tested afterwards, right? So after that, you get a cumulative test. These tests is the scores that you're going to get back from it shows your growth that you have towards what you've learned throughout the material. And then at the end, how we all got FCAT. I don't know what they call for other states, but like it's
FCAT's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they replaced it with something else that's basically FCAT.
Common Core, and then they replaced that with something else. So.
Right. So basically a standardized testing that basically taught you
states.
everything for the fucking throughout the year that you've been doing, that you've been attending school. You take that, and whatever your score is, it's going to show your growth within that. Now, proficiency is how high you rank in a certain area. So if you have your proficiency is going to be, you know, maybe you're highly proficient in English, but you're not proficient in math or
Reading,
something like that.
right.
And then they have to do like more developmental courses on you. This lady does not know the difference. And
Now hold on. Now that definition wasn't a bad definition, but you're not running for Secretary of Education.
Absolutely not.
She is,
Which
But
is
the thing is,
and your answer was better
disturbing.
than her.
But here's the
which
thing.
is disturbing.
But here's the thing. He's talking about the debate between proficiency and growth. She was just saying what growth was, but she looked like she didn't even know that he was talking about the debate. It's like if I was telling you, "Hey, do you believe in First, Second Amendment?" and you're like, "Yeah, guns. They're cool." That's not the debate about the Second Amendment.
You're
was
just
about.
giving a definition.
You just said, "Yeah, exactly."
You're just saying what it is. You're not.
Now I'm 22, so I don't expect me to give you these answers, and I'm not running for any high. Nor would I ever run for that shit. That's way too much pressure. But this is what you're nominated for. Millions of kids, millions of parents are gotta hold their heads because
The fate of the country is
this chick, our
dependent on-
future for the next 4 years. So your kids that are going to school are depending on this chick who's gonna be running the education system for our country. I don't know what we are ranked educational wise. I don't think it was high.
Oh no, we're pretty damn low.
I mean, I know Japan's number one, right? Is it Japan or China?
I think it was.
One of your countries. Anyways,
No, I think it was actually like Finland. Some shit like that.
really?
Finland's really fucking high in the education system.
Not China?
No.
I mean,
Japan?
they're probably up there.
No, I'm pretty sure Finland was number one.
Dishonor.
God damn, I hope you feel proud about that joke.
Dishonor on your family.
Shut
Your
the fuck
family. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to make America great again, guys, by starting with the education. We're tanking that education.
This lady is literally going to be in charge of billions of dollars worth of loans, and she don't know shit.
Well,
she
and
doesn't
that's
believe
it.
in
And now on top of that, now they want to privatize education. So it's basically it's up to the states.
She doesn't believe
It's
in
up to
funding.
it's up to the states to pick and choose what they want to teach
Exactly.
their students. So if
Yes.
Kansas wants to stop teaching evolution, they can.
Right.
There's no such thing as a revolution.
We believe in our Christ, our
That's the
Lord and Savior.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ. God
But
damn.
we also she's also in control of funding in public schooling. But she doesn't believe in the public schooling because
Yeah.
she's never attended public schooling. So these kids in the inner cities who have to go to these schools that are low ranked, that are already struggling with school supplies or with fees or textbooks or anything like that, how's that gonna work?
Yeah, exactly.
Because teachers got to at the end of the day, teachers got to eat.
Oh,
Ain't no
she also,
teacher.
she also thinks that teachers get paid way too much.
When, Michael, your mother's a teacher. Does your mom get paid way too much?
What do you mean way too much?
Like, is her salary
According to
something
Betsy
you
DeVos,
guys could live with?
teachers get
Have
paid
you
way
s-
too much.
Have you seen my house? Have you seen some of my old cars? There's your answer.
That's what Betsy DeVos thinks.
She thinks your mom's making way
She
too
thinks
much.
your mom makes way too much money.
Well, that's it. I mean, they could. I mean, like, there's teachers there, right?
This is gonna be an interesting 4 years, boy. I'm
Well,
telling you all this.
Damn.
Yeah,
gonna be a
and
very
my mom's
interesting 4
salary is
years.
dependent on that. So
It's a very interesting 4 years.
Your mom's salary is literally dependent of whether this woman gets this position or not.
well, that's it. So either
That's
that or she might have to
terrifying,
find
man.
another career.
That's terrifying.
Now, in addition to Betsy DeVos, she wasn't the only one to make news from who Trump's campaign was being interviewed by senators. Scott Pruitt, right? He's nominated to be the head of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you
So-
actually brought that up. I'm actually glad you brought that up.
But
So
did
continue
you
with Pruitt because I don't know anything about that.
Well,
Yeah, explain.
he basically he was in a one-on-one, not a one-on-one, but he was just going back and forth with Bernie Sanders, and Bernie was explaining to him that global warming is
A real thing.
It's
well,
real,
not that it's not a real thing, but like,
Or it's something to be worried about.
but it's
well,
something-
he said that how, like, where does man play in, like, the role in responsibility for global warming?
everything.
So you're right. That's the right answer.
caused it.
97% of journalists, according to Bernie Sanders,
We caused it,
is saying that it's only man-made.
and only we have the power to stop it.
Right. So
Exactly.
he basically confirmed that there's a connection there, but he never said that it's all man's fault.
So he's ignoring the fact that it's our fault that it's gotten this bad.
Listen, in Obama's,
and there's no effort on their part to fix it.
In Obama's his like little farewell speech.
Oh, farewell.
Which I feel like he says farewell like every fucking week now.
I mean,
hey.
Well, he feels bad. He feels like a lot of his work is going to come undone.
Today is going to be the last day we can say my president is black, my Lambo is blue, or my Taurus is blue for you. All right.
Damn it.
But listen, on the real, I know we've talked about like race, and women's. Here we go, being misogynistic, John. But out of all of those things, this climate shit is more important than all of that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry.
It's true.
Sorry, black people. Sorry, women. But if we don't have a fucking earth to live in, then you can't even.
Who gives a damn about your rights?
Who cares about your rights? Yeah. And who cares about civil rights?
Well, that's not true because I mean, you gotta fight the battles. You gotta fight the important fights.
I'm just joking. Calm down. I was just joking.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes because you get like such an angry face.
You triggered Michael and all the rest
Malcolm
of the
J over here.
Malcolm J.
No, man. Like, Obama was saying, we can't afford to ignore this climate shit.
Not anymore.
Because right now we're talking about what can we do to stop this. In 4 years, we're gonna have kids, including ourselves, probably fucking wearing gas masks. Wearing like oxygen tanks because we can't breathe in the fucking air because of the ozone shit. We're still working on fucking coal. I don't know why we're still working with coal. We have renewable energy sources. We have solar power and
we
all
could
that
literally run this country on solar power if we wanted to.
I don't know about that though.
Yeah, we could. We have enough land. We have more than enough land.
But I mean, even the people that work in like the coal mining industry, right? That's all they want to do. They even like a lot of the Democrats, they were saying that they wanted to get them greener jobs, right?
Yeah.
And
because you work in the coal mining industry, it hurts your health too.
It's bad for your lungs. Bad. I mean, like they get cancer, and there's like there's no health care there. Forget it.
No.
So, that's the thing. And they were saying that when the Democrats were saying that they wanted to get them greener, cleaner jobs.
Right.
They're like, no, we want back in the mines. That's how it is.
So people
they're used to it. They're just
That's all they know, and that's all they
here's
want
the thing.
to know.
People aren't good with change.
I was just about to say something.
People don't like change. The problem is that watch what I'm gonna do right here, Freddie. Watch this.
God damn it.
There is no growth without change.
And where does proficiency come in, though?
Well, they're coal miners. There's no proficiency there.
Damn it.
Sorry, coal miners.
He doesn't really care.
But there's a reason why. Never mind. Let me not shit on coal miners.
Yeah, can you just stop where you're at right now?
Yeah, I gotta pay my FPL bill after this.
Damn.
But this climate shit is just as important. So what you're saying is this Pruitt guy, like he agrees, but he's not agreeing fully.
He agrees, but he just doesn't care.
So, are we saying this, or are we saying that he's not trying to offend his political connect, aka Trump? Because you know what I also think? I think some of these people know goddamn well what they're doing, but they're like, Trump put me on, and I don't want to fuck this up for myself.
No, I just think that they're unqualified or underqualified, if qualified at all, and they're just doing what they do best, which is make money.
Well, we voted for him.
Well, for the people that did vote for him, you're voting for all of his cabinet. You're voting for,
but he doesn't.
The two
we don't
Supreme
know
Court members.
We don't know
maybe three.
The thing is, have you noticed? We're not really voting for the fucking. We didn't vote for the cabinet. He picks it after.
Indirectly, you did.
He never told us these are the people he's gonna pick. He did that after he got voted in.
Yeah, he never said who was gonna be part of.
So really, what you're voting for,
what you're really
voting for in this country is who has the better decisions in picking people.
Right, that's what a lot of it is. Really.
It's not even the president. You're not voting for the president. You're voting for the guy who's gonna pick the people to counsel.
Yeah, but he oversees the country. That's his job.
I understand it. I understand that, but
So he
he's
puts,
picking
like,
people who's going to advise him.
sergeants.
But he's
Right.
picking people who's going to advise. Do you really think he's going to sit down and be like, "All right, let's talk about climate today"? He doesn't want to do the fucking briefings. He's going to probably have the guy who was in charge of the briefings, just like, "Yo, give me a 5-minute quick while I'm taking this piss."
Right.
That's it, Michael. That's all you had to say was right.
Damn.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Where I'm going with it is that we're not. The president is not really anything. We're just picking fucking. What are you snickering about?
Nothing. Continue.
Sorry, guys.
We're just picking his cabinet people. We're picking.
Well, you're picking him. Who's
You're
gonna
picking
pick?
someone.
We're picking a person who's either really good at picking other people to tell him what to do, or really bad at picking people to tell him what to do.
Okay, but look, hold on. Now, when they were asking like some of the Democrats, like who would you put in charge here? Either they were listing names directly, or they say like they would need to be proficient in blank, blank, or blank. You know what I
see
mean?
what
Like
you did
depending
there,
on
Mike.
that.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
what
thank
you
you,
did.
thank you.
Nice one.
I worked hard to set that up. No, but
God damn.
but then when they asked Trump the same question, when they asked him, he's like, they're gonna be the best, and they're gonna be better than any. They're nobody that you've heard, but they're gonna be better than anybody that we have heard.
Wait, are you ready to hear what he says afterwards about his cabinet? They have the highest IQ out of all the cabinets in presidency.
That's
And then he said that
factually
and then he
incorrect
said
and
that
erroneous.
Then he said that Betsy DeVos had a great what you call it, little interview, whatever. Fuck, what would we call this? Session.
Yeah, it was like almost like an interrogation. It was a
Okay.
hearing. It was a hearing.
Interrogation.
Betsy DeVos had a,
It seemed
had
like
a
it
good
was.
hearing, and she did it. She's in control of a very, very easy subject, which is education. I said, huh?
He said that?
Yes, education's an easy subject.
We can definitely put his IQ at very low.
Well, he said himself that he loves the poorly educated. So
This is going to be a
the fuck did we
very
get to this
interesting.
point?
Well, your people voted 30%, which reminds me of the fucking guy that came into my job in his little Chevy with Christmas lights that says Trump spelled out in the back.
Hey, at least he's creative.
That's what we're gonna go off of.
I have no way to defend him. I can't.
That's your people.
That is not my people.
You can't spell Latino without the L.
You think you're so
same
fucking
with black.
fly?
Huh?
Same with black. White, you can.
You got
We
so
get
excited.
the W.
You
He
guys,
got so excited.
He
You
bounced off
can't
the
spell
chair.
white. You can't spell it with no L.
He
We
was
always
bouncing-
get
He
W's.
was bouncing on in his chair. He's like, yeah, without the
I'm
W.
white.
God damn it. Oh my god.
shit.
So expectations for
Well,
presidency,
before I
man.
go to the presidency, I wanted to, we talked about how Kanye met with Trump, and he was getting slack. He was getting flack for it. Ray Lewis met with him. He's getting flack for it. Martin Luther King, his son,
wait on Martin Luther King Day.
on Martin Luther King, met with Trump. And everyone said, MLK would probably do that, which I believe that he
Yeah.
would actually meet with him.
Yeah, he would.
And Steve Harvey and all that. And a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people, I'd say. The black community are calling these people coons. Me personally, to the people who are calling, Steve Harvey a coon and Kanye and all those, Kanye maybe he's a coon suspect.
I mean, he's just crazy. So
But for Steve Harvey, that man has done a lot for the black community. The man has a camp where he takes 200 poor black men, kids, and their moms into a camp, and he separates. So he has like the boys on one side. It's like a summer camp, and the moms on the other side, and they have like classes. They have etiquette classes for the boys. They basically teach them how to become men. You know what I mean?
Right.
All these people that are calling them coons, what have you done for the black community? When Kanye
They
met
typed
with
on a keyboard.
the
Kanye.
the fucking
get
keyboard
awareness.
warriors,
Keyboard
man.
warriors.
These social
Exactly.
justice warriors, man. Because I've said this before. I'll sit down when we were talking about Tommy. I'd sit down and have a conversation with her. I'll sit down and have a conversation with Bill O'Reilly. Because you need to learn from one another. Even if we don't agree, just because we don't agree, don't mean fuck you. That's the concept of the country that we live in.
That's like the beauty of rhetoric in that sense. Like, you get like a discussion going, like a forum. You get to hear other people's ideas,
the views and the ideas. And I bet you, like most of these,
some of the stuff that you probably don't even know and that you're probably going to be enlightened by.
Exactly. So when I see Kanye meeting with Trump, if you really think about it, I mean, Kanye's done a lot of. He's done he created a recreation center in Chicago. I believe I forgot what thing he created for jobs. He did that in Chicago. So for all we know, he's probably talking about the inner city of Chicago. The next couple of days, fucking Trump says, Chicago has 700 and something murders as of last year. If the mayor can't handle it, then we need to get federal level needs to step in. Send fucking military tanks at the corner of every street in Chicago for all I care. To me, that's fine.
I thought they said Obama was going to impose Sharia law.
For Chicago, not that. Because the reason why Sharia law is different from tanks. What are you talking? You talking about martial law?
That's like when the government takes over.
Martial law, not Sharia. Sharia law is Islam.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Sharia law.
You said Sharia law.
That's
no,
Islam.
I said martial law.
No, you said
Sharia law.
Michael, just shut the fuck up and
listeners,
go
you
on.
can go back. Go back. You can hear this.
God damn it.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Put a fucking tank on the corner because these kids.
They don't need a tank.
Put a guy with a fucking rocket launcher, I don't care, or a machine gun. There's murder every fucking day.
Well, when I was in New York, I was in New York by the city, and especially in New Year's, right? They had a lot of guys there, that were armed to the teeth. Basically, they had
talking about New Year's because of the fucking terrorist
stuff. Right, yeah. But then they had machine guns, and nobody's gonna pull anything with that. You need more.
You
security.
need their presence. Well, there's no presence in Chicago. That's kids.
The problem.
There's kids going to school with a gun. They're not going to rob people. They're going because they want to make it back home.
Defensively, yeah.
They want to come back home safely from school, and they have to have a gun. If you're a kid and you have to go to school and you have to carry a gun to school and carry it back home, fucking put the fucking guy with a submachine gun on the corner. Go ahead. Because the gangs are taking over the fucking neighborhood. I might as well have the niggas in the uniform with a submachine gun holding the corner. Go ahead. So if Trump want to do that, all power to him. No problem. I agree with that. I'm gonna sound like a Trump supporter now.
Well, all right. So going back to what you were saying now about the people that were meeting with him.
The people that are meeting with him, they're meeting with him to have progress and growth. This whole fucking episode is going to be about growth and proficiency. I hope Betsy DeVos is fucking listening.
Can we make that the title? That would be a good title.
Growth? No, because my president is black.
Okay, it looks like that's going to win out.
Yes.
Yeah. Proficiency and growth is winning out.
Growth and proficiency running when my president is black? Are you serious?
Fine. Just
have it your
just
way.
because it's the last time.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, you win. You're good.
We can name next week's episode Growth and Proficiency.
I mean, this episode's coming out tomorrow, so.
Oh, really? You mean on time?
Yeah.
Really?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow on Friday.
Well, wouldn't it make sense we talk about the inauguration and everything if it doesn't come out on inauguration?
Well, what happened?
Day.
What?
I messed up the word inauguration.
What happened? What happened last week when we recorded and he fucking took 3 days to fucking record and put it?
I was having a good fucking time.
I told him.
I was having a fantastic time.
We don't care. You owe these listeners a fucking episode per week.
When I get paid, I'll fucking put it on time.
I gave you $10. Put it up on time.
That was for my gas.
Doesn't matter. Put it on time. Stretch that shit out.
You hear this man when he gets paid, he's already trying to negotiate a contract for himself.
That wall just got hired.
He's like, no trade clause, player option.
Oh shit!
It's going up tomorrow though.
All right. Well, but as far
not
as
late in the afternoon, it has to be a little bit earlier.
Well, when I come back from class,
that's better.
That's when I do it.
Okay.
That's a more definitive answer.
You fucking prick.
Just to wrap up. We need progress, so we have to talk across the table. We need to reach across the table and talk to the other side. That's all I have to say for that.
What do you mean reach over to the other side? Who's the other side?
The fucking opposition, the ops.
Meaning?
Whoever you don't agree with or you disagree with.
Okay, so you're just talking in general.
In general. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just Trump. I'm giving fucking Jules. Stop pawning it. Listen.
He's his own fortune cookie, except
Listen.
he curses.
Listen. Yo, you know how you had like the 8-ball thing where you shake it?
Yeah.
Where you shake it and you just
Try
like, yes,
again
no?
later.
Yeah, instead of, it'd be like, yo, fuck you, no. Try again later, you bum ass bitch.
Dead ass.
No, you can't say that. You ain't from New York.
So Mike can say it and I can't?
I have family from New York.
No, you still can't say that. So tomorrow, Mango Mussolini.
The worst day in American history.
Yo, CNN literally has the end under timer.
Are you serious? That is fantastic.
That's messed up.
That is fantastic.
Oh man!
Kudos to CNN for that shit. Oh my god. I mean,
So-
he's blatantly attacking them. They have all the right to do that.
The
shit.
way I'm gonna celebrate tonight is I'm gonna play My President is Black.
all the
on
way until
repeat,
12
yeah.
All the
o'clock.
way till
On
12,
repeat.
On repeat.
Well, it doesn't take over until like middle of the afternoon.
So,
So,
our
Like, I mean, it's a
president is
long
still gonna be
ceremony.
black
so is
tomorrow.
anyone here gonna be sitting down and watching it?
Like he has to get sworn in. It takes a long time. It takes
with
like
a bottle of
it
rum
takes several hours.
and my
I'm gonna-
Coke so I can mix.
I'm gonna be at work. So which way? You're like a fucking undercover alcoholic, cokehead, fiend, drug addict.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Last week I was talking about Obama, how he tried coke.
I'm a child of the Lord.
Exactly.
I don't know what all this is about.
I'm an angel.
Last week last week I said yeah, Obama, like he he admitted that he tried weed and coke when he was a little bit in it, in his early ages, like 20s 30s.
Okay.
And this motherfucker over here, he tried coke. He sprung up from the fucking bed after like being half asleep.
I thought his head would hit the fan.
Yeah, I was like, all right, someone's a cokehead.
No, because
in here.
no, it's not about the Coke. It's because I knew he tried weed. I just didn't know he tried Coke.
But the excitement that
The
you
excitement
showed.
that you have for coke.
Hey, I've never done Coke, man. Oh no.
Allegedly.
Shh, family members listen to this podcast.
Coca-Cola.
It's a little too late for that. I mean, I think we've said enough to alienate
In
some
America,
family
we-
Yeah,
members.
that's true.
In America, we say Coca-Cola. It's the same
Coca-Cola,
thing.
yeah, Coke, yeah,
Interchangeable.
yeah. I'll just erase the rest that I said before.
Better don't. What do we have? What's our predictions for Trump for our 4 years?
Honestly, in his first 100
Worst-
days,
Worst case scenario or best case scenario?
Both.
best case scenario,
Trump got to throw a Hail Mary. He's not in office yet, but he got to throw a Hail Mary.
He'll
listen.
recruit Aaron
Best
Rodgers.
case scenario.
OD.
The people that he put up for nomination don't get nominated.
That's not happening.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's
best
most
case
likely.
scenario.
I just told you this.
Best case scenario, day 101. I'm still here. You're still here.
Dog,
and we're still in the deporting process.
one of his fucking secretaries was accused of hiring somebody to beat up black people.
What?
I swear to God, dog.
Where was this?
I read this.
Well, who was this?
I gotta pull it up. I'll pull it up. I was looking at it. It showed up on my timeline, but it wasn't one of those fake fucking.
Yeah, you got to be careful with
But-
that Facebook
But
page.
read this shit. How you not in the fucking White House and your cabinet is already in trouble? You have Betsy fucking up. You got Pruitt fucking up.
Well, they had the Breitbart guy.
The Breitbart guy's fucking up.
Oh my
You ain't
God.
even in the office yet.
Imagine when they do get an
$1
office.
million of taxpayers a day is going to security at Trump Tower because they're not moving into the White House yet. They're staying at Trump Tower.
Nah, he's going to move into the White House.
I thought his wife is staying.
I don't know who's going to stay and who's not, but
I pretty sure I saw
they
that
have the
his-
best security in the world, or in the country at the very least. At
We're
the
paying
White
for it.
House.
Definitely not in the world.
We're paying.
But definitely in the
We're
country.
paying for protection at.
We're
Trump
paying
Tower.
for his protection.
I mean,
Right.
we paid for Obama, so
But Obama mattered.
we paid for every fucking
that's
president.
mean.
Wait, I paid for George Bush? Wait, I wasn't working by that time yet.
Yo, Trump was gonna make George Bush and his administration look like fucking angels.
Yo, when you make the
He's
George,
gonna-
when you
he's
make
gonna
the
make
Bush
them look like
administration,
fucking. He's gonna make them look
look
like
good?
like the best fucking president ever. Yo, I was seeing like people that was reflecting on Obama, and they're like, Obama inspired me, black president. I feel like I can do it. I'm the only one who was like, I saw Obama, and I'm like, I can't fucking do this. He's too good. He's better than me. George Bush made me think I could be president. Trump gonna probably make me feel like I can do any fucking thing I want. Like if you want
Ask for that girl's number.
if you want to, hey, that's. Have you noticed? Ever since Trump got in, I've been a little feeling myself a little bit lately.
Yeah, I don't need experience. What do you
Yeah,
need
what
all
is
this
experience?
stuff?
Yeah.
How many girls you ran through, John? I don't need experience. The fuck? We're in Trump era, baby.
All right, so what are your predictions? Best case or
Best
worst
case scenario. We don't get into war
That would be nice.
with Russia.
Well, it's not
Or,
Russia.
no,
now.
China. Sorry,
China.
China.
No, Russia. We're on buddy terms supposedly.
Well, fucking, didn't Russia had like some kind of video or something like that? Or they said that there's news about this nigga getting peed on by girls in Russia, dog.
What does that have to do with this?
What? And so now they're going to be at war with us?
Not war, but like they
Because they
because
peed
they
on someone?
peed on us.
they peed on Trump, dog. We have a president that got peed on. He got R. Kelly.
I hope that's like the first and last time we'll ever have to say that.
R. Kelly.
Either he peed on the girl or he got peed on. But
Either way, it's bad.
yo, America's catching L's left and yo. Who do you think got who got the biggest L? America, Meek Mill, or Soulja Boy?
America.
Is it can we do a three-way tie? They're all pretty bad.
Wait. Worst case scenario, we go into war with China.
And World War III begins.
So I guess my
Iran.
my best case is that at the best, I don't know. I mean, I hope things at the very least stay the same, right?
Yeah.
Shit becomes more affordable. You know, like let him go try to fulfill some of the promises
Things
that
aren't
he's made.
affordable right now.
Well, let's hope that he changes that somehow. Worst case scenario, you guys go bye-bye, and I'm shipped off to Iran or Syria
Why would you be shipped off to Iran and Syria?
because I'm 20 and able.
You dog. Oh, fucking! You better break your fucking leg or some shit, dog.
We can help.
Yeah, we can help. Fucking pull some betrayal shit and run away. Become Iranian.
Dishonorable discharge.
Speak Farsi or something like that. Become one of the locals in Iran.
God damn.
I can't do it because I'm flat-footed. So.
Like,
That
you
is
see,
the stupidest fucking
That's his
excuse.
version of bone spurs or heel spurs.
they can't take you if you're flat-footed.
I have double nationality, so bye, bitches.
That Peruvian
Oh wait,
nationality.
I just remembered. Yo, shout out to my cousin who got through to Canada. I'm going to go to Canada, boy. Your boy's going into the 6 Toronto. Here we come.
God damn.
Oh shit.
So basically, as worst case scenario, we can just flee, and
I
but we
don't
can help
look at
Mike.
that
We can help
bad.
Mike with the broken foot real quick.
You know, no, all right. We're fucking saying jokes, but to be honest with you, we're not on a good case. I'd hope the market gets better.
Well, that was one thing
stock
that
market will get
that
better.
everybody thinks that he can do.
I fucking hope so because it's you and a bunch of business niggas. So you better get
At least
business
do
and do
that
some
right.
business shit. Worst case scenario, it's worse than what Bush left it because they're gonna be pocketing all the shit.
So another recession.
A recession worse than Bush,
So depression.
All right.
like
So
the '40s depression,
I'm
the
going back
20s.
to Peru again.
maybe. Peru or Jace, maybe.
All right. Goodbye, guys. It was good.
But,
being
I
here
mean-
for,
Panama
like-
Canal, like right between.
But what about the conversion rates? Like if our market tanks, that could affect other countries.
Oh, it does.
God damn it!
It
I'll
does.
just earn money in solas. Fuck it.
You guys were weren't you guys struggling in solas in Peru for shit?
Yeah, but we weren't struggling as hard as we were before.
But
before
if
we
the
left.
country tanks and
if this country tanks,
it affects you guys. It affects every country because they're the number one currency.
God damn it!
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yo, where are we at time?
No good.
You think we could go over like another minute or so?
Yeah.
What else you got to say?
We need to pray, and we need to just worry.
That's how you know it's bad. Like when John's only answer is, "We need to pray."
We need to pray. We need to stay focused and get this money, man. I'll be honest with you, because I said this from like episode 1.
The rest of it's out of your control at this point.
it's already out of our control. All we got to do is sit and we have to hold them accountable. That's what we need to do. So all these motherfuckers that are protesting for like a week and then afterwards they stop. No, I need you to like go on hunger.
Go on hunger
strikes in front of the White House.
I need you to go to hunger.
Go on hunger. Stay consistent with it. Keep him. Make him responsible for shit. If there's something that you don't like, tell this nigga you don't like this.
Right, exactly. Write your senators,
Write to your senators. We need to get more actively involved.
You need to be more involved
with a local level because we indirectly put the motherfuckers in charge in our state, wherever state you're living at, to vote for the person who's now the head of this country. So, read up on the person, do your Googles. Don't believe everything that you see.
Googles.
Do your Google and Wikipedia searches.
Don't believe everything that you see on the fucking internet. I noticed like during politic time, like everyone is fucking Wolf Blitzer, Anderson Cooper. They work for CNN and Fox News.
They've been reading the Facebook news stories for 6 weeks.
Yeah, they're Politico, so they know they're political analysts and they know how the fuck this shit works.
Then they're gonna lecture professors on how the markets work and economics and foreign affairs.
Oh god.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Do your homework. Spread awareness. If you know the fucking information, you might as well educate people. That's how you grow. And you'll be proficient in market and politics. Hey. So, why are you looking at me like that?
Your voice, your face, just very punchable.
How do you think I feel on a weekly basis with you?
Me and Bruno are angels. We are godsends.
You're gonna get sent somewhere.
God damn it.
Yeah, man. I think that's it. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
I wanna shout out to everybody that has been listening to us so far.
Shout out to all the loyal Knicks fans for now.
Yeah, shout out to all the Knicks fans.
You the real MVP.
Shout out to all the American fans, all the European fans that listen to us. We got European fans, bro.
I wouldn't say fans, listeners.
We got listeners, not fans.
We do not have fans.
They're consistent. If they're consistent, they're a fan.
You ain't got shit getting mailed in here.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
We gotta.
I just like to come in like with like a big sack and just like it's fan mail and it's just like one letter falls out.
I might.
We gotta do a PO box.
I might do that. It's like my W-2 or something like that.
And it's like a letter from grandma.
No.
It's from your cousin from Canada.
My grandma passed away, so I wouldn't be getting a letter from my
God damn it! You don't have to say that shit and make it fucking depressing.
Yeah, well, he wanted to be a dick, so.
God, good job, Mike.
So,
good fucking job.
Because I think about his feelings.
I knew. Now you hurt my feelings. If you like what you, anyway. So if you before I start crying, if you,
I offered a hug.
Try to close. Try to close this off.
I'm trying to be distracted.
You're that one customer that when you're about to close your store, it's like 11:59. You close at 12, and he's like, "Wait, are you guys open?" And you're like, "Fuck you," but you have to let him in. That's Michael right now. So.
All right, Mr. Manager, close it up.
If you like,
Was it that funny?
If you like,
it's so relatable to him that
because it's relatable to me because I fucking work at God fucking place.
God fucking place.
Drugs.
Good way to stay anonymous.
Fucking drugstore. You can hit us up, certainly cynicalpodcast@gmail.com. That inbox has been dry as the Sahara Desert.
Maybe we could stop doing the email.
You know what we should do?
You know what we can stop doing?
It actually would fucking help.
What?
Set up a fucking Facebook page.
Who's gonna like it? 3 of us?
3 and Mike's mom. So 4 likes.
And Mike's mom. And your sister.
No. Listen.
Does your sister listen to us or no?
You have to ask her.
I'm gonna ask her.
All right.
If she's listening to this if she's listening to this right now,
she's next door.
She's like, are they talking about me?
You have one.
Like,
sister,
this is like breaking the fourth wall. How are they doing this? You're gonna give my sister an existential crisis.
Hey, you know what? Now I'm gonna ask your sister when we finish recording this. No, we're not doing that yet. We're not big enough. We get past 40 views thanks to YouTube. Follow me at Jada Dunn. 718. I'm trying to remember what. That's my Twitter. Yeah.
Well,
that's
you
my
have to say
Twitter.
the at first. It's
At
like
J the
It will.
the
It's like
Dunn
asking a question in Jeopardy.
718. Yours is at MikeCheck_12.
very good, very good.
And yours is at DCC Sound Guy. Tweet DCC Sound Guy and tell him how much of a fuck job he's been doing lately.
Why is that a staple now?
With his
for this
uploading, with his uploading times, with
All
his
right.
cut times.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hashtag inconsistent producer. Start it, trended.
No. Anyways, I hope everyone
At
has.
asshole John.
I hope everyone has a good week.
Hope everybody has a good inauguration day.
Oh, tomorrow's gonna be
I
fun.
hope you guys celebrate your inauguration responsibly.
Don't drink too much.
Don't drink too much.
But drink enough.
Don't take too much pills. Please read the bottle as described.
Oh my God, Father John's gonna preach to us.
Uncle John. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Peace. Bye.
All right.
Later, guys.
Toodaloo.
See ya. Hopefully.
Bye.